have a very special guest speaker tonight. She's going to come on board and share some incredible information with you. This particular session is being presented by NABFEME Charlotte. NABFEME Charlotte and Miss Jamaica Whitten of JSW, I think I got it right, JSW Media, put this together with our special guest tonight. And so they've been working hard. They're also planning some other sessions. So you want to pay close attention to what's coming up. But tonight, it is grow your business. Grow with Google. Learn how you can use YouTube to expand your business, grow your business, attract traffic, get people coming through your doors, hitting you on social media, or whatever it is that you need to make you bigger and better. So I'm going to step back. It's been wonderful. I'm going to be like everybody else. Got my pen and my pad out. I'm taking notes. And we're going to turn the evening over to our special guest, Miss Enova Bradford.
Hi, everyone. I put in the chat box, I want to know where you're from. I want to know what kind of business you have. I am North Carolina's Grow with Google coach. That means that I am responsible for the entrepreneurs in North Carolina to help them use Google tools better to grow their businesses. This Use Your YouTube to Grow Your Business is one of the really important workshops because it is all about getting you out there, some easy ways to kind of get it done. We're going to learn how to use YouTube to grow your business. By the end of this workshop, you'll have a good idea about how to build your channel. If you don't already have one, how to create it, how to promote videos, and how you can achieve your business goals using YouTube. That is me. This is an important page because this is where you get my email address. So after you complete one workshop like this, you have access to do a one-on-one session with me, completely complimentary, or a small group session. So it is across any Google tool. If you need help with ads, analytics, your business profile, Google Maps, Gemini, which is going to be an in-person workshop next month, you definitely be able to hit me. So take a screenshot, get my email address down. I will also put it in the chat box so you can have access to me. Not too much access, but you'll have enough access to me that you can take advantage of some of the things that we offer. So it's nccoach@growwithg.co. If you're going to share on social, which I hope that you do, use hashtags grow with Google and hashtag grow with Google. We love to see what everyone is doing and working on. I'm Enova Bedford, of course. I'm also the founder of a marketing agency called VetDeck. We are 50% marketing, 50% technology platform that focuses on sponsorship procurement for business owners to help them make better decisions about who they reach out to for event sponsorship, for program partnerships and sponsorships. I work with a lot of different brands. I just now recently did some programming for Harley Davidson, Angels Envy, Unilever. We work with Maker's Mark and Airbnb and Dunkin' Donuts and all of these amazing brands. So connect with me there also. We're going to get right in. So when you think of video, you probably think of YouTube, right? At this point in time, YouTube is where people go to watch. Billions of people sign into YouTube every month to watch videos. And one video format called YouTube Shorts is now averaging 70 billion daily views. Now, we all remember YouTube Shorts as being fairly new, right? It might be 2 years old. So to be averaging 70 billion daily views is insane. YouTube is where people go to discover things. There's always something new. And there's more than 500 hours of content uploaded to YouTube every single minute. 500 hours every single minute. It airs everywhere. It's available in more than 100 countries and in 80 languages. So with all this in mind, it's clear that having a presence on YouTube can help your business and your brand to build and to really grow. So we're going to get started on today's workshop. The agenda is going to talk about creating your YouTube channel. Then we're going to talk about what kind of videos you should add, how to create the videos. Lastly, we're going to talk about promoting your businesses with ads. And then I'm going to give you some resources. Okay, so first things first is creating your YouTube channel. If you already have a YouTube channel, go ahead and put a 1 in the box for me. We have Dr. Tam Neely from Charlotte, Jamaica from Charlotte, Carla in Atlanta. We have Katie in Greenville. Hey, y'all. Okay, I see someone's coming in. If you are active on your YouTube, active can mean different things to different people. But active, I'll say if you're posting to your YouTube at least once a week, put a Y in the chat. Oh, y'all, don't get quiet so quick now. Y'all was quick with them ones. Okay, I see a Y. Okay, I see y'all coming through now. So if you don't have a channel, your first step is going to be to visit youtube.com. This is one of those things that's easier on a desktop, and you want to make sure that you're signed in with the same email address that you use for your business account. I say this a lot, especially with Google Tools. It's best to have everything under the same email address because it's so much easier for the tools to talk to each other and communicate. So make sure it's the correct email address that you use for your business. So you can create an account. You can choose for myself or to manage my business, depending on if you view yourself as more of a personality that has a business or strictly business, and you make that choice. You do need a Google account to sign into YouTube, and it'll work across all of those products. After signing up for YouTube, signing into your Google account for another Google product, it'll automatically sign you in. So when you're in your Google and on that right side, you see those dots. When you click on those dots, it's automatically going to take you to the YouTube channel that's associated with that email address. Can I change that on YouTube because I created my business email after my YouTube channel? Yes, you can update, you can switch over your email address. Absolutely. Okay, so now we got the circle on the top right corner, and that's going to be your profile photo. So you can put, it's going to be an initial if you don't put anything. You can put your logo in there. You can put a professional headshot. Do whatever you will with that. That is going to reveal a drop-down menu, and from here you can click create a channel. So you can have more than one channel depending on what you do. You'll see a dialog box appear, and it's going to ask you to provide a name for your channel with the option to upload a profile picture. You can do that later, but I always say when you're filling out these things, do as much of it as you can at that time, because honestly, we don't always have time to go back, or we always don't remember to go back, right, in a reasonable amount of time. So just try to get everything done as you can. Click create channel, and you'll see you're completing the setup. So this is the preview of your public channel home screen. You can edit your channel by clicking the customize channel button, and that's going to take you to YouTube Studios. YouTube Studios is where you can do everything from customizing, uploading your videos. It's kind of like your dashboard. You can see a button that allows you to upload videos to your channel, and you can do this in a few places. So you don't have to go this route to upload. There are going to be several different ways that you can upload your videos. You can upload from YouTube Studio. So we're going to take a look at that. Okay. So this is what you'll see for the first time when you click customize channel. YouTube Studios is where you will manage everything about your channel. From here, you're going to be able to customize your layout, your branding. So you want to make sure that whatever your brand guidelines say, if you don't have brand guidelines, you can hop into another tool and create your brand guidelines. So your color, your font, the feel, everything like that is part of your branding. So you can customize the layout, you can customize your branding and information for your channel. You can create and manage playlists. You can add and edit subtitles. You can see your analytics. You can do so much from this main dashboard. After closing, I'm gonna close out of the little chat box on the side, move it over a little bit. So after closing the welcome dialog, you'll see the customization tab in YouTube Studios, and it's highlighted on the left navigation on the screen that we're looking at. So that little blue oval on the bottom left is where we're looking right now. If you don't have a lot of video content, you won't have much to customize, but once you start adding content, come back to this tab. These customizations will help you attract more viewers to your channel. Now, depending on the content you already have across your other social media channels, you can probably pull, because this is something else. So you can repurpose the content that you already have. So everyone should be able to start off with a decent amount of content. There are 3 subsections of the customization tab. There's the layout, the branding, and basic info. So that first section, layout, it helps you customize the content on your channel's homepage. First, you have the option to add a video spotlight. So this video appears at the top channel homepage, and you can choose two different types of videos here. One video is for visitors who are not subscribers. You can add a channel trailer. So if they're not subscribers, they can come and they can see a trailer about what your channel is about. It can be quick, it'll be highlights, and they can really get a grasp, and it encourages them to subscribe. Then you have an option to use a video for visitors who are already subscribed. So if they come to the channel and watch that first video and subscribe, they'll never see that first video again. And that video can showcase maybe whatever content you're currently pushing at the moment. Second, you can manage your sections. And sections allows you to customize what viewers see when they land on your channel's homepage. And it's made up of videos and playlists that help you organize and showcase content from your channel. You can choose up to 12 different sections to include on the homepage. So say your niche is travel, right? You might have one section that's all about Paris. Might have one section that's about the Bahamas. You might have one section that's about Ghana, and all the videos will be in that section, and you can interchange them and change them out as you go. Feel free to drop questions in the chat box. I am checking as I go along. So next is that branding tab. With this tab, you can add various branding elements that gives your channel a unique look and lets viewers know what they can expect when they subscribe. So of course, upload your profile picture, and that picture will appear wherever your channel is represented on YouTube. So in the videos, in the comments, when users are searching. You can also add a banner image. You can head over to a design tool of your choice, and there will be a template that says YouTube banner image. It makes it so easy. It has the exact measurements that you need, and you can just pop in whatever pictures you want in there. It could be a couple of pictures. It could be your logo with a title, but you want to make sure that you have a banner that represents your page. Finally, if you add a video watermark, it will appear on your videos in the bottom right-hand corner of the video player. And that's where people can, if people want to reshare your videos, your watermark will be on it. So you want to make sure that you use it. You can have it on during the video. You can have it at the end. You can add specific times. If it's a video that you think that somebody might like grab a piece of it out, make sure that you add your watermark to that section. To add a watermark, you scroll down to video watermark, click upload, and choose an image that meets the listed requirements that are there. Once you upload, select from the options where you would like it displayed, and then you hit publish, and your watermark is on there. The basic info is just that. That tab lets you edit your channel name, the handle. You can add your channel description here and translation for your channel name and descriptions in other languages. If you're popular in other countries, you can add links to sites you want to share with your viewers, contact information in case you want people to email you with their business inquiries. Click publish, and then you are all set there. Now, this is a page that is a really good example. It's for DIY creators. So we talked about the banner image. They have a bright, bold yellow that kind of like catches you. There's a picture of the DIY, one of the creators. There's a profile picture. He has video spotlights up there that kind of makes you want to watch, right? Nail. I don't know. Do I use a nail here? What do I do? So you want to make sure that those pictures are engaging. And we'll talk about how to selecting thumbnails a little bit later. So now if you scroll down a little further on DIY creators, you can see how his channel is organized. The content is organized into sections. So one section is DIY build and furniture. Sections can be organized as playlists. So when you're on YouTube and you hit playlist and you watch that one video, it automatically queues up the next video in the series. You want to have playlists depending on what your content is and what you're talking about. Once your channel is organized and customized, don't forget to integrate it into your website, social media, emails. You can post snippets of it on social media, like 30 seconds, and then direct people to the YouTube channel to watch the full video there. It's a really excellent way to get your video in front of your customers and encouraging them to give you those additional interactions. Usually it takes people 7 to 12 touch points before they buy something from you. So you want to make sure that you're constantly giving them touch points, right? So they found you on social. Now you're like, head over to YouTube and watch the full length video. Okay, so we've got our channel set up. Now we need some content, right? We need some videos. We need something that's going to help us promote our video. I think that everyone at this point with smartphones has shot a video at some point in time. I have so many videos of my kid playing every single sports that he plays. I have videos this afternoon. I went to one of our Google learners has a company, Note and Accord here, where you can go and make custom fragrances, a custom fragrance workshop. So I went there and I took a bunch of videos. I'm always taking videos, and it's, we have smartphones, we have technology, so it makes it so much easier. And it's really great because YouTube is not a platform where only the large brands have the means to present compelling videos. You can be authentic and use your phone and get it done. In fact, 91% of small businesses are very or somewhat confident in the videos that they create. So we're all out here creating. Now, if you have videos, great. If you don't, this is for you. Before you make your first video, or before you post your first video, think about what you want the purpose of your video to be. What do you want your audience to take away from it? Do you want them to feel about your brand? Like, how do you want them to feel? Do you want them to see you as an expert in your topic? Do you want them to connect to your origin story? Do you want them to learn how to use a product? There are so many different ways that you can connect. Do you want to give them an overview? Do you want to talk about a valued employee, a loyal customer? How is your product made? What makes you stand out? I love unboxing videos. I love how-to videos. And think about questions that your customers often ask and how you can use video to answer those questions. All right, no questions in the chat box? Drop any questions that you have. So, there are a couple of different story types, and these are some of the basic ones that can help you plan your video strategy. So one is the business story. So that is a story about your business, who you are, why you love what you do, how did you get there. Then there's the product or service story. Then that's just that, right? You're talking about your services, you're talking about the product. Then there's the promotional story where you're really selling that thing. The business story is your chance to show your personality and to really build a one-on-one connection with potential customers. Use your business story to highlight who you are, what you do, why you do it. And this is basically where you can talk about the story of you. Now, the product or service story, it can help move potential customers from just being aware of your business to being interested in making a purchase. We want to kind of convert them and get them through the process. You can show people how their life will improve if they use your product. You can show people how you're solving a problem that they have if they use your product. And then last but not least is the promotional story. And this story is a great type to use when you're announcing deals, right? Specials. This is where you're giving timely information. You don't want to have a lot of these. I would say that a good ratio for promotional, depending on how many times you post, right? So say if you post, I'm not even going to say Monday to Friday. Say you post once a month. Say you post 4 times a month. One of those stories can be promotional. It's like 25%. So once you decide what kind of video you want to shoot, make sure you follow the best practices and decide what to say. So you want to share a clear, concise message with your viewers. You want to make a really strong impression within the first 5 to 15 seconds because you have to grab people's attention in that amount of time so they won't skip the video. You want to make sure they can continue watching. Your video should not be an overt sales pitch, but it should have some kind of call to action and a timely offer. Like, what do you want them to do next? What steps do you want them to take? Do you want them to subscribe to your channel? Do you want them to share? Do you want them to comment? Do you want them to visit your website? What do you want them to do? And as you're thinking about it, think about how the video can be used in your overall marketing, right? What does your overall content calendar look like? If you're hosting events throughout the year or attending events or speaking at events, how can you use YouTube to drive the marketing and drive your sales? So I'm going to talk about 8 creative techniques that are really great for videos. There, of course, are so many, but these are kind of the ones that we talk about a lot. Selfie style. It's tried, it's true. It's an easy technique that brings YouTube to everyday life. And the selfie style video, someone you or a teammate or employee from your brand, they're telling the story, right? They are the center of the story and they're talking about what they do, what you do. It's very authentic. It's a quick way to put a message out and it's really easy to build connections with viewers. That way we see a lot of day in the life of, right? So think about that as selfie style. The second technique is choosing the perfect backdrop. Use a flat, solid colored backdrop to showcase a product or a person talking on screen. This simple filming technique can help reduce background distractions and it can really create a sleek look. Number three, this is my favorite, voiceover. You narrate your video with an off-screen voice. A voiceover can cover product benefits, unique features. It can cover so many things. You use it with any kind of video that you want. It could be stock video, it can be B-roll, it can be half selfie because whatever is being said in the video doesn't really matter because you're putting your voice over it. So it's really easy technique to use. You string a bunch of videos together and you can tell the story of what's happening in the video. You can tell a different story, but it gives that visual aspect to it. Fourth is point and shoot. So this technique is handy if your video needs a little bit more action. You can bring energy, you can bring excitement to the content. You can incorporate motion using panning, zooming. You can use a bunch of different tools and techniques to really make it pop, to really make it exciting. Now top down. So the top down shot can create the illusion of tactical sensation, like you, the viewer, have the product in your hand, right? So we can use this lovely bottle of syrup on my desk, right? So you're kind of tilted and you're filming as if somebody is looking at the product, right? So action is useful for products that are more interesting. Filming and action is a great way to get viewers to better understand how your product looks, how it works, and how it operates. So you're seeing the product actually in action. Another way to help viewers understand your video is to use told with text. So that is a text overlay. It could be the words that the narrator are saying. It could be used for videos that have no narrator at all. But a lot of times people are scrolling with the sound off, depending on where they are, so they can still get the message without having to hear it. The last one, technique number 8, is animation and motion graphics. So this technique is especially useful if you're promoting a service or a digital product. In this technique, you use illustrations or motion graphics to showcase your product's benefits. And it works with like software where you may not have a physical product. I love animation and motion graphics. And of course, you can use more than one of these techniques together. So a couple of tips for shooting your video is think about the space, think about your lighting, think about your sound. Um, Really think visually. It should be clear of clutter, where your viewers have a concise place to focus. Having enough night light is really important. Use natural light when you can. There's just something about natural light. Even if you're using a ring light in the natural light setting, that works too. The sound, are there distractions like my smoke detector going off in the background? Y'all know. But how does your audio recording sound? You might want to use a microphone if it's going to give you better sound. How do you sound? Are you speaking clearly? Um, don't rush, make sure you're slow. Okay. Are there pages to post YouTube videos on that YouTube helps promote? So that's a question in here that gets a little bit into the YouTube ads, or are you asking like an algorithm kind of based question? Give me a little bit of follow-up information on that question. And then you can, instead of direct message, you can do it to the whole group so everybody can see the questions that come in. Okay, now music and sound effects. Background music and sound effects can make your video more engaging, of course. I mean, we are talking to the women of entertainment, right? So we know you all love a good beat. So the YouTube audio library, you can find royalty-free production music and sound effects to use in your videos. Um, they're copyright safe. And if you are playing music in your house while you're recording, it will pick that up and it can kick your video back. It's crazy. So just make sure that you're noticing what's going on in the background. And if you need background music, definitely use the royalty-free music. So, okay, let's say we've done a selfie style video. I've talked about my marketing agency, how I help people with sponsorship, all the great stuff. I use a nice little R&B kind of like melody in the background of it. Okay, my video is done. I'm happy with it. I love it. So I'm going to add it to my channel. So I'm in my YouTube studio. I'm going to click create in the upper left side of the screen next to where my brand picture is. It's going to give me a drop down and there's going to be an option between uploading a video or going live. You can go live on your YouTube channel. So if you're hosting workshops, doing chats, that is an option, or you can upload a pre-recorded video. Click the button labeled select files and choose the video on the file that you want to upload. Okay, so algorithm based and ad based. So when you're posting your videos, you want to make sure that you're using really good keywords and not specifically keywords that describe your business per se, but also how people would search for your business. So for me, people aren't always specifically looking for sponsorship. I get a lot of, how do I get free alcohol for my event? I want this. So I always use an example of like a yoga teacher, right? A yoga teacher, of course, for her SEO, she's going to put yoga, she's going to put stretching, right? She's going to put all these normal things. But if you have hip pain, is yoga something that's good for that? If you have a shoulder pain, right? So people could be looking for what their problem is, and you need to come up to solve that problem. So keep in mind when you're putting your words together that people might not necessarily be looking for your exact function. They just are looking to solve their problem. So that's one way. And so the question was, are there pages to post YouTube videos on that YouTube help promote? So that in the ad space, it links you up with the demographic that you're looking for. So for example, like for me, I haven't really posted on YouTube in a while, but the YouTube videos that I've posted continuously get traction. And my highest viewed video is how do I get alcohol for my event, right? So if if I'm running an ad for a party, right, where there's going to be alcohol served, that demographic could match the demographic in my video. So Google will stick an ad in between my video for that demographic. So my son, we watch, Lego videos on YouTube. We watch all kinds of little boy videos. And what kind of ads do we get in between? We get the ads for the toys. We get the ads for Beyblades. We get the ads for local tournaments. So it really does a good job of matching you up with your demographic. So, okay. So once you upload your video, it's important to complete all of the information on the detail screen, and that will help people find your video. So that's leading us right into this. You can save time by reusing details from previous videos and then updating them for the new video. So you want to make your title something that people are likely to search for. How to is always a great title. Avoid titles like first quarter product launch because that won't mean anything to your potential viewers. Like product launch of what? We don't know. Adding a description with the right keywords can boost views and watch time by helping your video show up in the search results. YouTube will pull 3 screenshots from your video as potential thumbnails. And if you don't like those, you can upload your own graphic. For the thumbnails, I always say to pop into a design tool and just create whatever blank kind of whatever kind of image you want. It doesn't have to be blank, and then do a text overlay. So your description can say something that matches that text overlay. So as they're scrolling, they'll see it big in the video box, but then they'll also see a complimentary description in the description box. You can see these 3 options in this screenshot. So if you scroll down, you would see a lot more. You would see adding the video to a playlist, defining your audience, if it's made for kids, if it's not made for kids, or restricting to viewers 18 and over. If your video is a paid promotion, you identify that there. So if you're working with a brand that has paid you to create this content, it has to be labeled accordingly. Enabling automatic chapters to make your video easier to watch. I love the automatic chapters video. So say you're on Google searching for something very specific, like how to two-strand twist locks. When you search for it on Google, the automatic chapters will, when it pops up, you will see the exact part of the video that talks about what you're asking. It's such a cool feature. It's powered by AI. Features features places allow views to explore public places like restaurants and shop that appear in your videos, which is very cool. Adding tags, which are your descriptive keywords that you can use, that's useful for the content of your video. If it's commonly misspelled, it automatically will change it while people are looking for that. Language and caption certification to specify the original video language and confirm that the video has closed captions. Recording, date and location, and license and distribution to choose whether your video can be embedded in a different website or not. There's short sampling. It lets you control whether or not people are allowed to create shorts using the audio from your video. There's the category section. It lets you select the category of your video. Is it educational? Is it comedy? Is it cooking? Is it DIY? And then the comments and ratings. And that lets you choose whether viewers can leave comments on the video or if they can see how many likes and dislikes you have in the video. After adding video details, you can add end screens, end cards. So end screens can be added to the last 5 to 20 seconds of a video, and you can use those to promote other videos. You're watching the video, and at the end, it's like, do you want to watch this video, this video? You can encourage viewers to subscribe. Your video has to be at least 25 seconds long to have an end screen. You can use cards to make your videos more interactive. You can put polls on the cards, links to other channels if you're doing collaborations. You don't have to add these 2 elements, but they're really helpful, especially if you're doing collaborations. People can just pop between the 2 channels. Now, you're uploaded your video, and now it's time to go through a step called checks. You can use the checks page to screen your video for copyright claims, and if you're in the YouTube Partner Program, add suitability. So some of the really cool stuff that's coming out on YouTube, some of the features are for YouTube ads, as if where you're looking for creators to use your product or talk about your service, you'll be able to see them right in the dashboard. You'll be able to get recommended which creators would be best to work with for your product, who has the demographic that matches you the most, how much you should pay them. Everything is going to be right in there. The copyright check allows you to edit and fix your videos if issues are found before the video goes live. The ad suitability check allows you to request a human review if you think our system made a mistake. So if you're like, my video should be good, that is royalty-free music, you can check that there. These checks help you learn about potential restrictions so you can manage them before you publish. The copyright check searches for copyrighted content in your video that would result in a content ID claim. And the ad suitability check will look into if your video follows YouTube's content guidelines. Generally, the copyright check should only take a few minutes, and the ad suitability check, it may take a bit longer. Once the checks are done, if there are no issues found with your video, you'll see green check marks next to each section. So as it goes, the green check marks will pop up. If there are issues found, you'll be flagged and you can see how you can resolve those issues. You can also dispute any of those claims, and you can do that in the YouTube Help Center. The ad suitability check basically is like, is this video suitable to run ads in between it? So now you have to think about, who do you want to have access to your video? There are 3 visibility options. The first one is public views. It can be seen by anyone using YouTube. YouTube Premieres lets you and your viewers watch and experience a video together, which is I like it. It's like a movie or a TV show premiere, right? So if you're filming your own reality TV show when you want to launch it on YouTube, you can invite people to the premiere. You can schedule it, and then everyone can come on and watch it at the same time. Unlisted videos and playlists can be seen and shared by anyone with the link, but those will never show up in searches. But if somebody sends it to someone else, they can see it. Private videos and playlists can only be seen by you and the people you choose to let see. It could be VIP customers. It could be members of NABFEME only, you can put the parameters around it. And then you want to set the date when you want to make your video public, unlisted, or private. So your video is published now. We've hit the publish button. Our check is good. Ads can be run in between. We're in a good place. So it's published. You want to spread the word. You can share your video on a variety of social media sites, your email, your website. You can on wherever you want. Make sure you're sharing your video. Be proactive about letting people know that you have content there. So now we're going to talk about shorts a little bit. So shorts is new, but it's reaching a lot of people. The YouTube Shorts player has now surpassed 6.5 billion daily views globally. So what is YouTube Shorts? It is a way for anyone to create video using a smartphone and the Shorts camera and the YouTube app if you choose to use that. So YouTube Shorts creation tools make it easy to create vertical short form videos that are up to 60 seconds long. You can access YouTube's audio library, choose a song, use an audio clip. The audio found in the library is free to use, but that is only for personal, non-commercial use unless you have the appropriate licenses. So it's been in beta for a while, and YouTube is gradually expanding the Shorts creation tool to everyone. They're adding more features to it as we go. By now, everyone should have the options of Shorts. You can also use Shorts from your computer. You don't just have to use it from your mobile device. The creator channel. So if you're just starting or you want to improve your channel, the YouTube creator channel can help. And you can find that at youtube.com/creators. It's a really good resource to just pop into. All right, now we're going to talk about some ads.
Sorry about the snorting.
Can you hear?
Normally, after a surgical procedure, pets typically go home with what's called a cone or an e-collar. My name is Stephanie Seiberg, and I am the owner and developer of Tulane's Closet. When I was in veterinary medicine, I had a lot of clients come and ask if there was something else out there that they could use, and that's how it kind of got started. I had an idea. It's a one-piece post-surgical pet garment. The advantages of the Cover Me by Chewy is that they can eat, sleep a lot easier than wearing a cone. They can actually get through the doggy door. They can relax comfortably. Video can show people what it's made out of, how to put it on, how easy it is to use the potty cover. YouTube, it's great for people that are just starting a new business or small business owners like myself, because we're all on a budget. As you see that business is growing, you can always add to that at any time. We have doubled almost every year since we started in 2013. There's so many people now that really consider their pet their family, and they want them to be comfortable. I think a lot of dogs are a lot happier right now.
Okay, so as we saw in Tulane's Closet videos, you can show off your products to your audience, and you not just tell them about it, like you can show them how they function. We already know that YouTube offers a home for your videos at no additional cost. If you want to pay to reach even more potential customers, then you can use YouTube ads. So some of the great things about YouTube ads are you can connect with people who matter to you. You don't need to get your ad in front of everybody, just the people that are going to be most likely to buy. You only pay when they watch your video. You only pay when someone watches at least 30 seconds of your video or your skippable in-stream ad. See how you're doing and what to improve. You can get real-time insights about how people are responding to your video ads. You can know if you need to tweak your content and what you need to do to move forward. Unlike traditional media and traditional media buys, you can target exactly who you want to and who's buying your products. And once you roll it into your overall marketing strategy, if you're already running ads that are not in video, it's a great way to retarget. So our YouTube video formats have been built for all attention spans. There are short ads, which are 6 seconds. I want you to tell me in the chat box if you think that a 6 second ad would be beneficial. Do you think it's long enough? I want to know what you think. Do you think that you can get your point across in 6 seconds? Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. In today's world, we call those bite size. Then we have the snacks and the meals. So those are a bit longer, 15 to 30 seconds. Depends. Okay. There are 5 available video ad formats. So there are the bumper ads, and those are designed to increase brand awareness. So the bumper ads are those 6 second or less ads, and viewers cannot skip them. Then there's a non-skippable in-stream ads. Those are 15 to 20 seconds, and viewers cannot skip those. So you will pay for those when they play. Outstream ads show on partner sites. So these ads are available on mobile devices and tablets, and there is no maximum length on those. In-feed ads appear on YouTube only. They are shown to highlight engaged users in discovering and in discovery in the research phase. And then there are the skippable in-stream ads. And they run before, during, and after other videos on YouTube. The display network, games, and in apps. You can have your ads running in games and apps. And ads also run on YouTube videos embedded on other websites. After 5 seconds, the viewer can skip those. So just think about when you're on a blog and you're looking at a recipe and you see an ad that you saw on Google. And you're like, how did this ad find me here? Right? You're being retargeted because you match what their demographic is. It's really cool. Okay, so we are going to look at a bumper.
As an owner of Walton Goggins goggle glasses, I know how to make slick looking goggle/glasses,
They
but I have
put it
no
in
idea how to
my-
make slick.
The next best.
That's funny. Okay, so this first format that I want to talk about is the bumper format. So we know that viewers have shorter attention spans, and we see that people are more likely to abandon longer ads. And this is why YouTube created the 6 second pre-rolled ad. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to start the 6 seconds.
The next basketball highlight video could cost you up to $1.31 in data.
What?
Switch to Xfinity Mobile and save.
Okay. In the chat box, I want you to tell me one thing you remember about that 6 second ad. A question that I often get is, can you really say anything worthwhile in 6 seconds? And yep, we know the company, right? You can. As a matter of fact, 9 in 10 viewers can recall an ad after watching a 6 second pre-roll. Best practice is to use bumper ads to remarket to viewers who have watched your skippable ads. These quick non-skippable ads work especially well for highlighting short, memorable messages. You need to switch to Infinity Wow, right? 1 minute and 31 seconds, you save. I'm gonna play that one more time.
The next basketball highlight video could cost you up to $1.31 in data.
What?
Switch to Xfinity Mobile and save.
Okay, now we have the skippable, yep, save on data, Peggy. We have skippable in-stream ads, and they can be optimized to drive awareness, get people through that consideration, online sales, or leads. As the name implies, this ad format allows viewers to skip ads after 5 seconds. So the big advantages are that, one, consumers have choices and are not forced to watch content they don't care about. 2, advertisers only pay if the viewer watches 30 seconds. So you're only paying for engaged users, but what we know is that in 6 seconds, you can make an impact. So if you have a longer ad and people watch that first 5 seconds, you can still make an impact, and that can still count as one of your touch points. So we're going to look at an example. Can someone tell me what kind of technique that they used for this? Do we remember some of the techniques? Yes, good. The text one. So here are the few of the best practices for these ads because users can skip after 5 seconds. Make sure you create attention-grabbing content that compels viewers to keep watching. Be sure to include your brand in those first 5 seconds. The first thing that we saw was the brand name very early on. I think it opened like that. So you want to get your point across even if they don't choose to watch the entire ad. Now we have companion banners, and they're an option that can help you drive more clicks. They're offered at no charge when you run a skippable in-stream ad, a non-skippable in-stream ad, and bumper ads, and they appear on desktop devices only. At the top right corner of the page, and it's next to your ad. So when an in-stream video ad ends or it's skipped, the companion banner remains on the YouTube page, and the users can click it anytime. Sometimes there's an ad that you want to see, and you may have skipped it, and you're like, oh, dag, I can't go back. It'll be right up there waiting for you or waiting for your customers. When they click it, they'll go to a website URL that you provided when you created the campaign. If you don't customize the companion banner, it shows a video wall and links to your YouTube channel. And if you upload videos there, it creates another doorway into your website and helps drive clicks. So if the companion banner doesn't have the information, then they can just get rerouted right to your YouTube and go on from there. Okay, so we've covered a lot today, and I'm going to give a recap and then answer some questions that you may have about how to use YouTube. So we've gone through everything. We've talked about creating a channel. We talked about the different techniques to use. You want to take your time to create your channel and make sure you fill out as much information as possible. Remember that YouTube is a search engine and your channel could be found before your videos, right? So 6.5 billion shorts are watched, 500 hours of content every minute. You definitely want to make sure that you're a part of this. You want to create and upload videos to your channel. It can be everything from a day in the life of videos, unboxing videos, testimonial videos, how to use this videos, and think about your overall marketing plan when you're thinking about YouTube. How does YouTube videos fit into what your yearly goals are? You want to make sure that you're using it to the best way that you can. Okay, so YouTube has creative partners who can help you create video ads, and there are different creative partners depending on whether you need help with video ads or creative, what your budget is, if you want to manage it yourself, if you want them to manage it. There are so many ways to do this. The providers listed are independent parties. They're not affiliated with Google. And to use a provider service, you must enter into an agreement directly with that provider. Google is not responsible for and does not make any guarantees with respect to the services offered, but it's a great, oh, I'm sorry. Y'all haven't, have I left y'all behind? I'll go back just so you can see this page if you need to, what your next steps are if anybody needs a screenshot of that. Okay, so youtube.com/ads /making a video. Definitely take a look if it's something that you need help with. You can find more information there. Keep your learning on YouTube, right? So if you like video lessons, subscribe to the Grow with Google YouTube channel. The channel publishes a new video regularly. It covers topics to help you grow your skills and your businesses. I love the YouTube channel. I go there frequently and watch so many things. We also have conferences that you can find on here, new product releases. Everything can be found on the Grow channel. Google Career Certificates. If you're looking to grow your business, start a new career, I always say that this is really good for young people that might not want to go directly to college. There are at your pace online learning programs you can learn on your own terms, and there are so many different certifications available. Data analytics is really good for business owners, advanced data analytics, business intelligence, digital marketing, and e-commerce. That is one of my favorite certificate programs. As a marketer, it was a really good refresher. IT support, IT automation with Python, user experience design, project management, cybersecurity, and there are also Gemini workshops available. So if you want to get into AI, definitely go to grow.com/Gemini. Google certificate. It is in the chat box. Next, where you can find me at google.com/grow. So Grow with Google is an initiative to help people prepare for work and grow their businesses, find jobs. It's a really great program. We have coaches in over 20 markets right now. So we are North Carolina, the DMV, New York, California, Texas, Alabama. We're all over the place, bringing this knowledge to people just like you who we want to see grow their businesses. I love after I do a one-on-one session, the feedback that I get from business owners, like, people have been walking into my business. I did a one-on-one session recently, and we just went over her ads. She was already running ads. They weren't performing how she wanted them to. So I just jumped in. We had an in-person session, and I just went through everything, and we just changed some of the words. We moved some things around. We refreshed some of the images, and I saw her about a month later, and she said, "Girl, do you know how many people have just been walking into my business?" She's like, "I'm getting about 10 people walking in a day." And that was so amazing to hear because, as small businesses, it makes all the difference in the world. This is my feedback survey. Fill it out. Tell them what you liked, what you loved. If you had any questions, definitely fill out the survey. I think that can we get this recording? It's a lot of information. I know that Johnny is gonna have it available for you all. And now it's question time. If you have questions about YouTube, Google Business Profile, any Google tool, now is the time to ask. If you're shy or bashful, you could drop it in the chat box. If you want to come on and show your pretty face, turn your camera on and let's chat about it.
Hi, I am a novice at this stuff, so that was really a lot of information. I'm thankful that there are places that I can go to get more information. I have a YouTube channel. Um, it's not actually set up for business just yet, but I'm going to try to take the information that I received and try to gear it more toward business. Or should I have a business channel separate from the personal channel? I did hear you say something about that earlier, but I think I didn't get it.
Yeah, so it's your preference. If you are a personality and want to have like more lifestyle-based videos on your personal channel, that's great. And then you can have your business-related video. You can have as many channels as you want. Sometimes it's easier to separate it because you don't want to cause any confusion. So if you're talking about travel in your personal life and you want your personal channel to be all travel and you want your business channel to be all like entertainment law, then definitely separate the two. Or law in general. You definitely want to make sure you separate the two. Did you create
So,
it with your business address or did you create it with your personal email address?
personal email address.
Okay, so just use your business email address to create the business channel.
So I have another question. So interfacing the YouTube with Google. So, say I have a product that I'm going to sell and I'm doing the advertising on YouTube. I've made YouTube videos for the purpose of advertising, and then I'm advertising them through the Google platform. How do those sales work? Does Google handle the does Google have a program where they handle like receive the funds and things like that?
So no, so YouTube is owned by Google and you can set up your ads through Google Ads. So all of your ads can be set up in that one place and you can decide where you want them to go. So you might want some of your ads to go to YouTube. You might want some of your ads to go to Google, the website. So when you're setting up your ad, it'll ask you, when you set up your ads, it'll ask you where you want it to go. Now, there's also the Merchant Center. The Merchant Center is good for physical products because it is absolutely free and you can put any product up there and it's like having a Google store essentially. So when you're searching, when you go to the query box on Google and you pop in, say you pop in coffee mugs, right? And you go to that across the top where you see shopping images, you go to shopping and you see all of these mugs you can buy. Those are from the Merchant Center. So they connect to your actual website. You can have it set up so that money comes through there. But if you already have a store set up, it can go directly to your store. You don't have to use it. Merchant Center is free and it's also really good because it's Google. So I suggest that you have both. And if you have a POS system, a point of sales, when you enter it in there, it can automatically enter it into Merchant Center depending on what you have. That's also a lot of information, but it can be done. But when you're doing your Google ads, you'll do your Google ads through Google Ads and then decide where you want them to go. I feel like you have a follow-up question.
No, thank you. It's a lot of information.
It's a lot of information. It's a lot of information. I could let me see. Sometimes it's better when it's visual. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again. So this is Merchant Center. So say I put in, right? So I have coffee mugs and now I'm in shopping. These coffee mugs are pulled from the Merchant Center. So it's pulling from people who have Merchant Centers set up. Do you already have your business profile set up?
I do have a business profile set up, but I'm not sure that that's the business I'm going to pursue.
Okay, well, so whatever the business is, can you guys see my business profile? Or am I still on the coffee mugs?
Your business on
That's-
Google.
You can see my business on Google, it says vet deck.
Yes.
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 Okay, so here where it says edit product is where you would create your actual product that you want to show on Google. If you already have a store, if you use Shopify or any of those kind of ready-made stores, there should already be a plugin that lets you connect directly to the Merchant Center. If you don't, then you can do it this way. So in your Google business profile, you go to edit product, get started. Oh, this is really cool. AI, when you put your products on, it gives you like all these options to edit your images, but you would pop in your product name. So I would put pink mug.
So I'm sorry to interrupt. So I would interface this with my YouTube channel with I'm trying to understand how I could do a YouTube video that brings me or that brings customers to where we are now in the Merchant Center. So say I was
Video or an ad?
a video. I understand the ad. I don't understand the video part. So say I
Okay,
had
so let's see, videos. I don't know. I feel like I'm in the wrong account. Because I have many Google accounts. Okay, so and the right account. Okay, so when you're in create, let's say upload video. Video. Okay. So you would upload your video. Then in your video, in the section, I'm just gonna put event in Martha's Vineyard. I would create a playlist. My new playlist would be out of town events. I would add my description. This video is about hosting an event in Martha's Vineyard for one of our wellness clients. We did blah, 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 blah. 5,000 characters. So I'm going to load this description area up because that's kind of like a little sneaky SEO. So people will be looking, they can find me by some of the things that I have in here, right? I'm going to make it unlisted because this is just a test. Okay. I'm going to say create. Right now, I'm going to say, no, it's not made for kids. It's not a paid promotion. That's a partnership. No. Automatic chapters, yes. Add tags. I'm going to put Martha's Vineyard. I'm going to put travel. I'm going to put wellness. I'm going to put all that good stuff. Recording date and location. You can add that if you want. Category. I'm going to put travel and events. Okay. Then I'm going to go next. If you have related videos, you add them there. Okay. We said private. Okay. The video is only viewable for me. Let's see when it loads. Hmm.
So once I've done all of this, then I connect it somehow in an ad.
So your ad, you're gonna do your ad from your ad account. So your Google Ads account is where you're gonna do your ads. So are you talking about the companion area where you click, or are you talking about here? Because after you save it, you can go back and then you can just add whatever links you want directly to the description.
And then and if I can add whatever links I want directly to the description, then I can add a link to the ad?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's two ways to do it. If you're only going to run the ads on YouTube, which I feel like you should run the ads all over, you click on promotions, you get started. So I already have a Google Ads account. So it's already going to be connected to my Google Ads. Don't judge me because you see my account is overdue. I'm trying to see if it'll let me go into my ads.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to know if I could do it because
you have to do it. You don't have an option to not do it. So, because you have to send people someplace. So you can't just run an ad and then it kind of like just ends. So it's whatever your call to action is going to be. And whatever link you should be is whatever you want them to do next, like whatever the direct thing is. So if you're talking about strawberry jam, you don't want to send them to your homepage. You want to copy that exact link to that strawberry jam checkout page, and that's what you want to enter.
and I can enter that in my YouTube video.
You can inside of the video to click on.
I don't know.
I don't know if you want to enter, I don't know if you want to put it inside of your video, but you can put it in your description of your video.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, you can put it in your description. You can put it, you can put it, like you can put surveys and polls inside of the video for people to add to answer. But your link kind of should be on the bottom, but you'll
okay, okay.
click on it.
Thank you.
Um,
That's where I was trying to get to, I think.
Any other questions? All right, I'm going to put my email one more time just in case you didn't get it. So if you have any questions, you can email me there. Johnny, I'll turn it back over to you.
I guess after all of that information, everybody got shy. So, Kayla,
It's a lot. It's a
it's a
lot.
lot.
Because you watch YouTube every day and you just think
Yep.
like, oh, okay. And then you're like, wait a minute, huh? Wait, what? Huh?
Well, I saw Charlie's question, and Charlie, what we're going to do, we're going to download this video, and I'll probably snip some of the near the end there where there might be some, I'll say, quiet moments or what have you. Snip that out, and then we're going to send it to everybody. But it'll also be on our social media pages, and it'll be on YouTube on our NABFEME channel. Which, of course, I probably need to sit down with, because I'm like, golly, I don't want anybody to go to that channel. That stuff's all over the place. Because listening to you, I know the first thing I need to do, looking at my notes, is reorganize the channel so that there's continuity and it speaks to, because I'm one of those people that, we have a video and I just upload the video. I know it's the wrong thing to do, but we definitely have not been using the channel in a masterful way. And so I learned quite a bit tonight. I mean, even the part about the video spotlight, the sections, it like Charlie said, it was a lot. So I'm going to go back myself and, just review so I can improve how we are using YouTube, because I know we could use it more effectively to market what we're doing at NABFEME. And I think just upload the video as we have been doing is not the effective way to do it. Just even like I said, even like you said, add links. Now we got links. They're not there, and I know they're not there. So definitely a lot that can help us to improve what we're doing, even our history. We're celebrating 25 years of service and women's empowerment, teaching and inspiring and educating, and that it should be, I would say, encapsulated as history, whereas it's just thrown up there. we know I learned tonight we need to do better.
And you all have my email address. And so definitely reach out for that one-on-one or small group session. If when you want to do it, Johnny, if a couple people, other people want to jump on, we can just go through everyone's accounts and we can get you right. We can get you all set up.
There you go. There you go. Well, I think that definitely for myself, I know you have painted quite a picture. So I know for myself what I need to do. And I hope that everybody that was listening in, the same thing. And as I said, we're going to take this video and so that everybody will have access to it and come back and, look at it and kind of recapture that information. I mean, this was amazing, but thank you so much. I understand you guys have a live in-person session coming up.
Yes, we're going to talk about using Gemini, which is our AI tool to go. So we're going to talk about how to prompt properly. We're going to do some exercises. We're going to talk about exactly what artificial intelligence is, what generative AI is. It's going to be really good. Generally, people end up leaving with marketing strategies, sales pitches, a number of different things that they need to directly start using in their businesses. We do a bunch of different things.
So the good folks in Charlotte are going to be lucky because they're the ones that's going to get the in-person session.
yeah, it's going to be in person, and it's going to be at a really cute shop here called Black Sugar collab, and it's like
Oh.
a candle shop. They have perfume making. It's gonna be a vibe. Charlotte,
Oh,
come
wow.
on. It's gonna be nice.
Absolutely special. Well, wow, we've been here a little bit over an hour, and I just want to thank everybody for taking the time out to join us tonight. Follow us on various social media platforms. They're all NABFEME. NABFEME stands for the National Association of Black Female Executives in Music and Entertainment. Celebrating our 25th anniversary, so follow us for 25th anniversary just activities just like tonight, and we have more coming up. And you can check our Facebook pages, our website, which is nabfem.org, for updates on any of these activities. We have a nice little scrolling calendar there that if you want to know what date something is going on, just watch that calendar. We pop it out, we key it all into the calendar. So everyone, thank you Inova, thank you Charlie, and I see Carla from Atlanta down there. I see some friends, so that's always awesome. So I want to